Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Welcome to Leave It Alone. We've been letting the chores pile up a little bit. It's the end of fall. We're going into winter, and the leaves have truly overtaken the entire property. Oh, he fell into a coma. That's infinitely darker than I thought it was going to be. Welcome to Leave It Alone. This is a simulator game. Very relaxing, very chill. Game about cleaning up your yard. To seal or not to seal. Pick up the leaves and dump them one by one, or unlock the bag tying ability by cleaning up the entire porch and throw it all at once. Hold and run. So we got a shed, we got a garage, your glorious companions, the leaf inlet, the rake, and the leaf blower. Let the inlets do the heavy lifting. They suck up nearby leaves and convert them into sheck leaves. The in-game currency. Use a rake or leaf blower to herd leaves into an inlet range that watch your pockets grow. Okay. Well, let's start by picking up some leaves, shall we? Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. This is the demo, I believe, for potential full release, which I would imagine has even more leaf building capacity, or leaf cleaning up capacity, which is something impressive. Power washing simulator when. You know, I did a couple of videos on power washing simulator many years ago when I was still in my League of Legends arc, and it's definitely good game. I haven't checked out the second one, granted. Okay, we got 50 leaves and we made 20 cents. Incredible work. It's 20 cents. Is that it? We've got 100% for the bag tying ability. Let's have a look here. Why click 100 times? You could just hold the button. Reduce the interval between pickup times. Increase the number of leaves you can gather in one pickup. Go to the shed and find the way into the garage. Yeah, you know what? We'll get that. We'll get that up. And then we definitely want the helpful Larry. Thanks so much for the sub. How you doing, boss? We definitely want the ability to just hold and click. Drive by. Hope you're good, Chief. I'm pretty good. You know what, man? I was sitting with B. We were just chilling. She was playing Roblox on her phone. I think it was like 2 days ago. And she uttered a sentence that I do not believe was in the Bible, man. She was playing a game and she was like, I'm the Poop Master 3000 and I have to like eat hot sauce and blast my porta potty into outer space. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but it was like something along those lines. And I genuinely like didn't know how to react. I just gave her the 1,000-yard stare. And so I was like, do you hear yourself right now? I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know what's stupefying us to such an extent, but that being said, like, I do love playing job simulator games, like picking up leaves in a yard, even though, like, I am so allergic to doing that in real life. Now, granted, for all intents and purposes, we've been in the garden, man. We've been doing some grafting for sure. I love that, man. I love that. But also, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough to get out there. It's tough to do it. Give me this. We've got a little bit of money here, actually. Let's see here. Can we go 3 pickups, please? That'd be lovely. Let's just clean up the yard, clean up the porch a little bit more before we like get moving on to something else. Power Wash Simulator 2 is incredible. One of my friends bought it for me, and you're addicted. Do you know, like, this is gonna sound like a really stupid question because I'm sure that there's probably quite a lot of changes. What is the difference in the you know, what is the difference in game compared to like Power Wash Simulator 1? You're great at garden work, you don't get paid for them. That's very true, yeah. See if like I got paid like 1 pence every leaf I picked up, I would probably actually do it, you know. I was like, we had this big white thing in the garden, like this big white like carrier bag, gigantic. I don't know, it's probably called something like actually technical. And he was like, we gotta empty this into the bin so that we can actually get it like picked up and taken to the like whatever they do with like dirt and grass and stuff like that. And I was like, all right, well it's getting like to the colder like months of the year. I was like, I'm not gonna let her do that, especially not in the dark. So I was like, you know what, before she gets home, I'll go out and do it. And I took a shovel. I didn't take gloves but I took a shovel, and the shovel was not effective, like, at all. It was garden waste back, very true. And I was like, oh man, this shovel is like completely terrible for getting rid of all these leaves. And I ended up, I'm like getting rid of all the leaves and the grass and all this stuff. So I ended up just like digging into it with my bare hands. I completely forgot that there was like thorns inside the bag that we put in from like trimming back like bramble bushes. And yeah, it was very cold as well. But I should have brought my gloves out. But there comes a point where like a 25-second journey in and out to get like a pair of gloves is like not worth the hassle when you're like, I can do this in like 25 minutes. I think I've been like, listen, people in Twitch chat don't believe me when they say, when I say that I'm become a bit more DIY pilled over the last year or so. But my mother and brother like genuinely think I'm fucking Bob the Builder, man. Like, I was showing them my tools and stuff like that, and I was actually was kind of like racking off like some of the things that I've done. Now, granted, most of it is the stuff that like an apprentice would do. For instance, like we rewired some lights, like around the side of the house, which sounds impressive. But what I actually did was stood next to B's dad while he did it. But I was feeding wire through like holes and stuff like that, and like just generally like cutting wires and like electrical taping them up and then handing them to him so he could do like the part that like would get me killed if I tried. And I listen, I would do it if I knew how, but I'm not qualified. I didn't go to university, so it's not my fault, right? I always see kids getting paid like 20 quid to clean up someone's yard in American movies. Is this real? Do you think that I could do that? Do you think they would? I assume that like the fact that the person that's asking to clean up your yard is like 14 years old is probably like a heavy modifier in the fact that somebody would actually like pay you to do that. I would be willing to say that if a 32-year-old man knocked on your door and was like, "Hello, can I clean your garden for £20, please?" I would probably have the police called on me, man. I don't think that would be something that would be a good idea. I was just thinking there as well. I was joking about like Roblox earlier. But also, do you know what I was thinking about like today? I was thinking, man, do you know what's like the greatest song ever? Possibly one of the best, and I don't want to hear anything about it. The soundtrack, specifically the opening to Banjo-Kazooie, dude. I honestly think that Banjo-Kazooie might be unadulteratedly the most goated song ever made, man. A medium leaf bag. I'll buy a medium leaf bag. That sounds good to me. So we can carry 200 leaves now, dude. Right, I can't unlock that. So no, we've gone shed shopping. We gotta find a way into the garage, the garage. There are people doing that on YouTube and they get 30 million views. Wait, who's getting 30 million views? It's $3 to repair that, huh? You gotta get the stairs before they finish the porch. You get a thing for right. Oh, yeah, yeah. Dude, I forgot that the porch extends to the stairs. How stupid of me. What an idiotic boob I was. How far is too far? I hit the trash bin. That's pretty cool. Let's have a look here. Let's go for some upgrades. Number of leaves that we can pick up here. We'll get that. Ah, right. Oh, dude, there are people doing it on YouTube. Yeah, but they usually do it for free, though. I've watched videos of, like, the guy who, like, just, like, I don't know, presumably he just drives around and then finds people whose, like, gardens are, like, really badly messed up and then just cuts them. I don't know if he has permission to cut them. I don't know if he asked them, but you, like, he certainly just, like, mows people's lawns and like does all that kind of stuff, and presumably the ad revenue from it is like infinitely better than like what somebody would offer to pay him. But like, I don't know, man, it's just. So if we tie the bag, grab it. 8 cents, man. Okay, you do get paid for the videos. Are you turning your pigsty into a pig house? A pig home, yeah. I mean, you've never seen the inside of my place at this point, but like it's You couldn't assume. I think you could infer based on like probably what you've seen me be on like Discord webcam what it looks like, which is not good. I am no longer surrounded by Uber Eats wrappers or whatever from like 3 months ago. Like all is well, dude. All is well. I cooked a Mediterranean tray bake yesterday, Tom, shout outs, for 4 people, and there was not a scrap, a morsel, an atom of food left on any of the plates when I was done. Well, when they were done. When I was finished cooking it and I handed it to them and then they ate it. 4 people, including myself, by the way. I'm kind of domesticated with it now. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, man. I'm kind of domesticated with it. There's fun in that, though. There's fun in that. I could still be fun in a way that is still like, oh, but we got to have some structure to the fun now. You've almost finished your course. You're almost ready to be a seaman. Is that right? When are you going out to sea? Are you still going out to sea, or has things changed since then? I'm really not sure. I'll dumb that off. Every time you 100% in a little area, you get a new ability. Oh wait, yeah, you're sorry. I'm just doing it for the love of the game. I'll be honest with you. When I play games like this, it's all about the journey, not the destination. So I sit here and I'm like, well, you know what? Like, wait, actually, what have we done here? We've done 20% of this, but it does seem like there's like a lot of that gives me movement speed. I guess sprint ability. Is there anything here that like wait, actually, you know what? The sprint ability would be pretty good actually now that I'm thinking about it. Wondering like, is there a better bag or an even better bag than this that I could get and take? Let's just keep picking it up. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, to be fair. To be fair, I also think that like chat don't know anything about this game, so like you can probably backseat, but also I don't even know if they'd be getting frustrated because of the like. Let's be honest, we know what these videos are, and they're just like me existing in the corner of the screen while things happen in the background, which I'm a big fan of. But like, it's something that's like, like enjoyable, but not too overstimulating, which is I think I like to think like a nice little kind of middle ground that you can take, you know, because you're like, okay, as the video progresses, like things get tidier and things get nicer, but like there's not a League of Legends teamfight happening in the background, is what I'm trying to say. It's enjoyable. Someone get this man a dustpan and brush. I'm trying. I don't think I can afford. Is that? Oh, hold on. Oh, look at him go. I don't think I can afford a rake yet. I think we need to have a look quite soon. How much we're gonna cost here? $7.49, huh? Oh wait, large leaf bag. 500 leaves. I mean, well, listen, we got it, right? We got it. Okay, I don't know what. Is that meant? Is that a fox or what kind of animal is that? Ooh. We may have just opened the garage. Oh wait, there's no power in there's no power to the main thrusters right now. That's fine. We'll save up for the rake, and that may or may not improve things speed-wise. I'm not really sure though, to be honest with you. But that being said, I can hold 500 leaves, and that's worth something. That's almost $2 worth of leaves. I wonder if there's a twist in this game, like that one note about digging a hole. They love it. I remember I think there was another hole digging game that I played, and I was tempted to put a hole digging game on the agenda for today. But I do remember playing a separate hole digging game, and it had like the exact same twist, and I was like, brother. I appreciate it, to be fair. Like, you know, it seems to be like a tried and tested formula. Like people like it, but I've played 2 separate games about digging a hole. One of which was called A Game About Digging a Hole, and they both have the same ending twist and kind of gameplay mechanic as A Game About Digging a Hole. And I was like, man, people love the idea of like digging into a mole tunnel and there being like a mole and it's like giant and it like tries to eat you or something. Well, I don't know if people love it. I don't have the sales reports, unfortunately, but like still. Creativity runneth dry. Don't mention that to the Korean webtoon Founders Association, man, because they'll eat you alive for that one. I don't want to hear it, man. We need more webtoons and manhwa about a guy regressing and or becoming a necromancer, but in a weird way. Nobody's ever heard of the necromancy class before, and he becomes a necromancer and becomes super OP. With the addition of a game system that's apparently part of the world, where like people have rankings and people have like a blue box pop up whenever they look at something that tells them what it is. Funnily enough, it doesn't do it about any normal object. It only does it about like magical items and stuff like that. There are multiple leaves give you more money. Is that right? Well, I guess this one, but this one's huge, dude. This one is gigantic. What about this little section here? You're not gonna let me in, are you? Oh, there's a gate. I simply cannot unlock it. To be fair, I like the sprint option. I was going for the sprint option, but I mean, as I say, we're not doing this with any great degree of strategy. You know, we're just doing it for the. Can we just do it for the love of the game? You know. I don't want to speak upon myself too much here, as if like I'm like a DIY guy. I feel like I definitely have bigged myself up a little bit too much because Scotland is wet and you can't really obviously like mow your lawn really if it's raining. And I got like a message from B like a couple weeks back or something like that, being like, "This is urgent. Can you mow the lawn? This is like the only dry day that we're gonna get for like the rest of the year. Can you see that you could maybe do it?" And I was like, "Sure." So I was a bit under pressure. Like I was like, "I gotta do this quickly. I gotta make this happen," because I had stuff to do that day as well. And got the lawnmower out, but it's an electric lawnmower. It's not petrol or like battery operated. And I did not bring an extender cord outside with me. So I did technically mow the garden, but there was like a line all the way down like 2/3 of it where the power cord did not reach. So I had to like do a boundary around it. It's kind of like not supremely visible to the naked eye, but I know that I cheaped out, and I was like, I can't go back in, and I cannot go back in and look for like an extender cord here. I do not know where it is, and I simply must get this done. Brother's picking up those leaves like Sisyphus rolling the boulder uphill. Well, I mean, there's not more leaves hitting the ground, so like I am making progress. This is not what Sisyphus is, unless like I finish this entire garden and there's like a coordinated carpet bombing from like some raccoons in the trees nearby that shake every single leaf into the lurch, man, and then it covers the entire garden again. But my character was in a coma for like weeks, according to the lore of this game, which does exist. So I have a feeling that like unless it was like a targeted attack from the like nearby wildlife, I don't think that there's gonna be anything particularly bad happening to me. I was gonna say, like, apart from the fact the guy's stupid enough to be picking up leaves as opposed to like going and taking the rake off of the wall and using it instead. But then I'm like, oh, but that's just a representation of you buying it, right? And then I went to B&Q to get a plunger for a block toilet like the other week, and they gave me like a children's plunger that I presume is only used in like toys, and it was the worst thing I've ever seen. I don't even know how does a hardware store not sell a plunger? That's all I'm gonna say. OSRS ceiling comes out in 10 days. Will you be there? I'm being honest. I would love to be there, but like I'm cutting down and budgeting here, and like the last thing my ass can afford is a RuneScape membership that I'm not gonna use. I have money in like my OSRS account, so I could sell stuff and buy a bond, or I could just ask high for money and then use that for a bond. But then that is just, I think, a bad idea. Just not a good thing. I don't want to do that. Can I shoot this in? No. Okay, we can go higher though. Okay, it's close. It's close. That's going in. That's going way, way, way further than I want it to go. Oh my god! Oh, I thought every single one was $4. Very wrong. Okay, you know what? We have enough for the rake now, which is pretty swag. Okay, boom. We'll buy the rake. Fair warning, sometimes you might kick a leaf off the area and it intermingles with other leaves. So to clear an area, sometimes you have to clear the immediate area just outside of it. I've got you. Let's just, yeah. I got an idea and it's not a very good one. Let's just get this all raked up. Just create like a nice big pile. Look at the leaf blower already. I'm like, that would be a better idea. You know what? I'm realizing. And also, let me think about this here. If I do that. Does that work? Is that like faster than what I've been doing elsewhere? I think it is. I mean, we're putting it into the extractor fan here, and it seems to be giving us some degree of money. This is what the speedrun strategies are. There's 0 monetary penalty to use in events, apart from like the $3 it costs to like fix them, I guess. But yeah, seems like it. By the way, your name comes up every now and then in an LEC fan Discord I'm in, and sometimes, and then every time, everyone who's actively chatting is like, "Oh, I love his videos." Well, they loved my videos. Presumably they're not still watching, but like, yeah, I can maybe see that. Yeah. I'm honestly like a little bit scared, and I certainly don't want to know. I do, you do wonder, like, maybe, I don't know, probably like, definitely as like a YouTuber who at one point or another was like somewhat of like a semi big deal in a very niche community that they were part of. But like even out with that, like, do you ever sit and wonder, like, man, like in all of the millions and millions of Discord servers and like group chats of people, like, I wonder how many people like mention me, you know, in it, that I'm never ever gonna know about, you know? But like, there's a record of it somewhere, man. This is how a person who's never cleaned up a yard IRL thinks it works. To be fair, I mean, I've never had to rake leaves. Well, no, I've had to rake grass, but like not leaves. But we don't. I don't have that many trees that like are overlooking my garden. So, if I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm being dead ass, and this is something who, like, I've shoveled like a ton of stone in the last couple of months. This shit's way, like, raking leaves way easier than this shit, I think. Or at least like raking grass. Wait, like once you enter your fugue state of like, you've turned off like all of your mental automated functions and stuff like that, and you're just a raking machine or like a shoveling machine, you can get a lot of work done. Hello, Shaggy's Den. How you doing, mate? Dude, I'm gonna make so much money from this, man. This is gonna be big. This is gonna be big. Oh wait, I've gone wide. I've gone wide. Just keep on raking. There's actually some people in there who recognize me from such moments in my Garen back door. That was awesome. That's cool. Do you know, it's like it's a thing that like I have to appreciate sometimes, and especially in the past, both in real life interactions I've had with people who like used to watch my videos, or at the time they watch my videos, and people on stream sometimes they'll come in and they'll like make a joke related to one of my videos that I made like 6 years ago, and then I'll be like, oh, what? And they'll be like, it's you. You're the one that said that. And I'm like, oh. Even though it was like an offhanded comment from like 6 or 7 years ago, and like I have like probably almost like 4,000 videos on YouTube, if not like more than that. I don't even know at this point, and I don't even think I want to know. Sometimes it sticks with people though. I don't know what to tell you, man. Okay, I could have finished this, but I have definitely sucked the leaves off of it into like a bad place here. Do you not remember the time you said you'd rim Alistair? I don't, funnily enough. But I also I think you're lying and making it up. But also I'm not going to outrightly accuse you for fear of being wrong. Do, 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 do. 4,000. Well, I mean, it's not like that crazy. I mean, like, even right now, I'm doing 3 videos a day. And I mean, there's been times where I've done like 3 or 4 videos a day. You do that for like a year and you've got like, you know, 900 plus videos, you know? I mean, you do that for a year and you've got like over 1,000. So it's really not that like out with the realms of possibility to have that many videos. It's not like it's something to be proud of, for sure. I'm pushing leaves into not a sewer, but like an inlet vent that like grants me. Okay, this is gonna annoy me now. Actually, now that you're there's one leaf somewhere. Where are you, leaf? Where are you? Where are you, little leaf? It's gonna be some. Whoa. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, mama. Okay, wait. These are buttons, right? How do we... try to think. I guess this is part of the demo, you know? Can I turn the wheel? Let me up on the roof. Football. I didn't notice there was a CCTV, man. I would have had this cleaned. I would have cleaned up this yard 10 minutes ago already. See, that's the thing, man. You have to push past that part of your brain that tells you to fight against it. You have to, but what you actually have to do is relinquish your id, relinquish your super ego, and embrace the monotony. Empty your head completely of everything and every thought, every worry in the world, and just become an automaton. That's like the true way to do chores. There's no doubt about it, man. You just have to embrace. Is there not a leaf blower available? Yeah, but it's like 40 bucks, man. I'm not made of money, okay? You gotta get your expectations tempered here. It's like $49.99, and my only source of income after being in a coma is cleaning up my own yard. I don't know who's paying me, but somebody is. Brother, half of my vocabulary stems from your offhanded comments. That's my immortality retirement plan. That's how I'm gonna live forever. People like think that you need to have like a statue built in your name to be, you know, remembered for the rest of time until they like tear it down to build like a Dunkin' Donuts or whatever, or like a car park. But in my head, realistically, my being will live on in the fact that like my demographic of people at one point was people that were probably quite close to siring offspring, and I'm hoping that I infected just some of them, or just enough of them that they introduce vocal tics that were inflicted, like they were infected upon by me, to their children, that then do it to their children, and so on and so forth. Like, I want, like, kids in 80 years to be saying send it, but that's only because, like, their great-great-grandfather was saying, send it! And I know that that's not, like, a catchphrase, man. It's not like a baba booey or anything like that, but there's a chance that it stemmed from me, and there's a chance that that's very good news. You don't want a single person to remember I even existed after I die. I'll remember you, man. I will remember you. When B comes home from work and like asks me like how stream was, I just try and parse my brain back to like what we were arguing about. That's it. That's it. I'd be like, I think Tom said something in the chat. We argued about it for like 15, 20 minutes. I don't know what else was said, to be honest with you. I'm not really, the rest of the stream in and of itself is just a complete blank. I'm just living moment to moment in between inflammatory comments and topics. The bush got hands will live rent free in my mind forever. I don't see. I think the thing is that like people have been disappointed when they've like mentioned to me something I said that they like still say, and I don't remember it, man. I feel like I need to remember it because like I'll be like, oh, what video was that? And they're like, oh, this video. I'm like, what? I'm really sorry, I don't remember saying that. And then they kind of have. I've seen the look of disappointment of like somebody being like, oh, you know. It's like showing one of your favorite games or like one of your favorite songs or games to like a friend, and they're like, or a movie. You're sitting watching your favorite movie with your friend, and they are like on their phone, and you're just like really disappointed, man. Really disappointed in you. Really disappointed that they're not as invested as you want them to be, even though like, you know, you're kind of like not goading them into it a little bit, but like I get it. It all started with the pool in high school conversation. Do you know what? Like, I was walking to the grocery store, I think with like B last week, and I was thinking in my head, because she mentioned there's like a sports kind of area, like sports center, not crazy far from where we live. And she was like, oh, it doesn't have a pool though. And do you know what? A little thing in my brain did go like, maybe you should learn how to swim. Like, genuinely. I don't know how it will benefit me, because I have no intention of, like, being in water like that. I ain't messing with water like that, man. Anything higher than, like, waist deep, and we're straying into dangerous territory. But there is not anywhere, I think, with a pool nearby me, which is kind of a shame. Like, there's no, like gym, like, what the hell, leisure centers or anything like that have that kind of stuff. So it's definitely, like, a shame, but you do what you gotta do. Do the roar because I say yata. Thing is, that yata thing isn't even from me, dude. It's from Digimon World 1 on the PlayStation 1. Because, like, anytime that you won a battle, it would go, and your character would go, yata! And then your Digimon would go, ka-junk, ka-junk, and that's where I got that from, man. And then when you put him to sleep, he would go, oyasumi, and then it would go, or something like that, and then your Digimon will wake up. So I don't know. I know this is neither here nor there, but have you ever considered doing Scrandle? I think me and Scrandle we'd have very differing opinions. But that's only because I have like the British cuisine debuff, where like food can look like slop that you feed to a pig, and I'd be like, dude, that's like a shepherd's pie with curry sauce and chips, man. That looks amazing. But like every other European cannot even comprehend the idea of a bovril, man. Yeah, you go, ora! And it goes, Aah! I remember the noises. Genuinely baffles me that you don't know how to swim. I can't remember myself not being able to swim. Well, here's the thing. I'm not like a penguin or a seal, so like it's not like an evolutionary benefit for me to learn how to swim. If I was a penguin that didn't know how to swim, then I'd be in pretty deep trouble, I would think. Or a seal, you know. But as a human being who like lives on like land, if I was considering buying a riverboat or like a canal barge, then I could see where there would be a problem, because I probably should, even though like canal water isn't exactly like particularly treacherous, it would still be like, you know, an issue, I think, if I didn't know how to swim, in case I had a few too many whiskeys and sailed overboard. But still, you can upgrade your rake. You're kidding me, dude. Do you know what? I've got so many upgrades. Well, to be fair, I'm gonna save it for the leaf blower, but I don't know. Do I want to spend it? I kind of like want to jump into a big pile of leaves, dump a leaf bag from an impressive distance, tie bags full of leaves, hit the basket with everything you can. Hit the basket. Collect mysterious photos, find a way into the garage. Don't worry, unless you can. Oh, okay, you know what? Put this away. Hit the oh yeah, there's a basketball court, bro. There's nothing wrong with my rake. It's 2 meters long, not tall. Well, I mean, depends how you orient it, I suppose. But still, I can't swim either. Don't worry. Yeah, it's not that big a deal. Admittedly, like if I ever have a kid and the kid's like wanting to learn how to swim, I'm gonna have to put that into like the hands of like someone else to be like, well, not like a stranger, but like, you know, like a swim coach or something at a local high school or something. You know, it won't be me. If the kid's like, Daddy, how can you teach me how to swim? I'd be like, no, grow up, go figure it out on your own. Get on Gumtree or like something, man. Go on Craigslist. I don't care. Not my problem, buddy. Your old man didn't know how to swim and look at him now. I'm 48 years old making YouTube videos on digging holes, probably still. Hopefully. I hope so. Oh, brother. Kobe. You are fucking kidding me. What have I done? No. How have I done that? Oh, man. Rossi's beans on toast and thinks it's the epitome of food. I had beans on toast yesterday, man. I don't want to hear it, okay? Me when I walk into a French cuisine, French fine dining, gourmet restaurant. What the fuck do you mean baked beans are on the menu? Sorry. I stole a Chibli bit there. I just stole the quote. I stole the punchline. You mocked me about chicken and rice. Dude, here's the thing. I don't really have, like, any issue with, like, the idea of chicken and rice, because those two things are both good. It's the fact that, like, you eat it, like, presumably unseasoned, right? Like, you're like, I sometimes put sauce on it to mix it up. You are a cyborg. You just boil chicken and put it in plain rice, and they're like, bon appetit! Like, shut up, man. Put some sauce on it, for God's sake. Like, are you doing anything with the chicken, or is it, like, what are you saying? What are we doing here? Huh? Gotta free this bag. Bosh. Look at him go. Oops. This is harder than it looks, man. Are you boiling chicken? People boil chicken. It's called boiled chicken. Ta-ching! I don't even know what I did that for, but I just wanted to see what would happen. Right. Banker! Oh my god! The first try! Holy moly. Jump into a big pile of leaves. I don't even think there's 1,000 leaves left, man. I don't really know what to do about this, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna go about my way, about my business, picking up leaves again, I suppose. For an empire that's based its economy on spice trades, literally, like, the Germans are still flying overhead. I literally used that exact expression, yes. 2 days ago. Stop, you're stealing valor on the punchline. I know I steal valor on punchlines all the time, but that's from me, and you did it in my chat, so you can't say that. You've only done about 1/5 of the demo? You're kidding me. You're yoking me right now. Wait, what's gonna happen? Are they gonna dump, like, a bunch of stuff in my garden? Oh, brother. I'm about to be done as well. 99.9%. The cheeky leaf. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. They want now. Hello, Lotash got game. The little button next to the CCTV. Oh, hold it. Oh my god. We have the technology, dude. I forgot that you can hold buttons. Wow. That's innovative. I'm in. I am speed. Oh. Okay, well, I see where the problem is. Alright, I see where the problem lies. So, 100% sheck leaves. Oh, we just get, okay, that we just get currency for doing that. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, I get you. Another little picture. What else we got here? We got a separate, like, bin. Got a settler. Anything down here? A gnome. We can't unlock that, unfortunately. Ross when bangers and mash isn't available in the menu. I'm not a big sausage. I mean, like, I'm not really a big sausage guy, man. I hate to say it. I'll have a hot dog or something, but that's not even, like, really meat. That's, like, toes and, like, eyelashes and lips and stuff of, like, animals, you know? It's not like it's, like, it's not prime real estate, put it that way. How's the game been so far? The game's great, man. I love the game. Big fan of the game. Ooh, an actual basketball. Kobe. Okay, harder than it looks. Okay, I mean... Oh, you're kidding me. Oh my god, man. He's done it. Do you remember when there's like a map on Overwatch that like that was the only thing that anybody ever did in warm-up was try to like hit a basketball in a into a hoop? Simpler times, man. Simpler times. Back when the game was people were playing it, I guess. Thoughts on Rocky Mountain oysters? I don't think I've ever had an oyster in my entire life. I don't know why. I'm not a huge seafood head. I like lemon sole and like salmon and like raw fish and chips, bruv. But like beyond that, I've had like octopus, I guess, in the form of like takoyaki. But beyond that, Rocky Mountain oysters aren't oysters. Okay, like what are they then? Like what like, what are they then? They're bull testicles? Alright, okay. Well, yeah, obviously not then. Obviously I haven't. What are you expecting me to say? Like, yeah? Yeah, man. I'm chowing down. Sorry, when you said oysters, I assumed stupidly that you meant like oysters. That's my bad. I won't make that mistake again. Do you think we have 1,000 leaves yet? Yeah, there's 1,000 leaves right here. Do you know what would do really good right now? Oh wait, actually, you know what? That's $6. Oh my god, it's fine. Oh, I mean, we're not making the money back quite yet, but we're getting close. Okay, we've made the money back. We're more than made the money back. Yeah, yeah. Admittedly, though, I did scoop up all the stuff from the garage, and it's now mixed in with the swings, which is bad, because I frankly don't know where it's all gone, but... Why would you think I mean the words I'm saying? Exactly. I shouldn't have done that. That's my fault. I walked into a trap of my own design. Fish and chips are based. Yeah. I dare you to find a meal with more macronutrients than fish and chips, man. You've got fruit from the tomato ketchup that you use to eat it with. You've got omega-3s and protein from the fish. You've got your carbohydrates from the chips. And then there's probably other nutrients or something as well in some of the other stuff that are part of that meal somehow. If you have tartar sauce, then I don't remember how tartar sauce is made, but there's probably some kind of vegetable in it, which is a vegetable, so that's good. You can afford the boar now? Nice, that's huge news. Let's go get it. Can we just get a leaf boar? What, do you know, can we, I mean, listen, we're I don't know what, I don't even think I can do it. I was gonna say, like, we've been spoiled by technology, like, it's so, wait, hold on, what do you mean clear the shed out? Oh, wait, there's stuff up above, isn't there? Yeah. Like, do we really need to, you know, mechanize everything? What's wrong with, like, just enjoying the manual labor, man? Now, granted, this is, like, infinitely better, I will admit, but, like, still, I still stand true that, like, you know, mowing it and stuff is, like, it's a good feeling, man. It's a good feeling. Let's rake it out from the corner so that the leaf blower, like, can work effectively, shall we? The blower has made a massive difference in Italy. Like, it's probably worth the money, I'll admit, but doesn't feel good to admit that, though. Abosh. Get all in there, lad. Bro would rather pay £10 for scrambled eggs than get chicken with rice. You know, you're probably right. It depends. Like, it depends if you're the one that's cooking me chicken and rice, it will probably be unseasoned and with no sauce. It will just be a dry pile of mulch that I have to like stuff into my face. So whereas like if I'm at a restaurant and it's like $10 for scrambled eggs, there's presumably like at least some level of seasoning that goes into the production of it. So it's actually a tough one. I mean, it's probably not that tough. I'd probably go with the scrambled eggs, but it's a lot tougher than it should be, I guess. Salt is seasoning. I mean, like, yeah, but we don't even know if Tom salts his chicken or rice or anything like that. I mean, you don't really salt. I mean, I guess you can. You salt. I don't know. I guess you can do anything you want, really. Ross has made significantly more progress in less time than real civil engineer, despite picking up on things significantly slower. Well, I mean, I'm not like, I don't feel like I'm picking up on things like in like significantly slower. Okay, here's the difference, right? Most people that do videos on games like this talk about the game as they're playing it, right? And there's literally nothing wrong with that, right? Like that's what people should do, okay? Because like I have had I've tried to do it less, frankly, where people have been like, you know, I like the game you're playing, but like also like I don't really care about what you do in your spare time. Can you just talk about the game more? And I'm like, you know what, man, you're making a good point, actually. Like, new viewers coming in do not care what I've been up to this weekend, and I can 100% appreciate that. Even though like it's all recorded in a live format where like there's viewers and people talking, and like that's the idea. It's kind of the let's recap on the week chat, you know. But the things that are happening on the street, I'm not like I'm at the whimsy and the mercy of just my fingers doing their thing, you know. My fingers are pressing the buttons, and whatever part of my head that operates the autopilot is just going, you know? Nothing else, man. When I lock in and actually I'm like, what's happening in the game right now? I'm just checking in to make sure that like nothing bad's happened. I'm like, okay, I get it. Until then, though, there's not a tremendous amount of action going on, right? But I'm just saying, I'm not lacking necessarily in the critical thinking department. It's just that I don't engage that part of my brain nearly as much because I don't really feel there's a need to, you know? I've been forged in the fires of like having a full-blown train of thought whilst trying to play a losing lane in League of Legends or like fight in a losing team fight. So I'm like pushing some leaves around is not really gonna make any difference to me. You can upgrade your stuff. Yeah, I'm just saving my money up just for the love of the game at this point. But like realistically, what upgrades do I even want, man? Like, let's be honest. Like a bit of power, precision, area of effect. Like these numbers aren't tickling my balls, man. What we've got is fine. Can't you just hire another person to clean up your yard while you relax? It's definitely an option, but my guy's been in a coma for 2 weeks, so I don't even know. Like, it does appear that like most of his income is coming from like raking leaves, so not inherently sure that he's gonna be able to afford that. It serves to realism. See, you call me lazy, but you're thinking, like, oh, should I not just do that? In a video game of all things. The video game is about raking leaves, and you're like, can I just get someone else to do it? Buddy, I don't mean to, like, shatter the glass here, but you have gotten someone else to do it. Because you're watching me do it, okay? So you did do that. You got someone else to do it. So congratulations, man. You won. You won the game. You beat it. You won. Okay, I feel like I should maybe, like, pick some of these up manually at this point. Because, like, there's a... You know what, man? Give me a max out on that, please. And you know what? Oh, okay. You know what? Maybe the upgrades are good. Maybe I take it back. Serves to realism that I'm the one doing all the work and you're just sitting watching it, man. Oh, my back! My back hurts from picking up all the leaves. I'm grass maxing right now. There's no doubt about it. This is truly annoying that I've left all these leaves scattered around. But to be fair, I mean, there was a bajillion leaves, so it's really not that bad. But it is unsatisfying because they're not, like, all kind of, like, in a line, and I'm not picking them up, like, one by one. That leaf. Okay, bing, bong. Okay, there can't be many more. 99.6%. Me being lazy doesn't relinquish you from laziness. I've never said that it would. I'm lazy in plenty of ways in my own right. But also, like, I at least on occasion have the ability to take my fate into my own hands, which I think is an important an important thing to have. Does this count as this is the basement? This doesn't count unless they've blown down, which could happen. Like I've accidentally tracked them downwards. So we'll clear the stairs. There we go. We unlocked the crouch ability. See, I don't even know where you're getting with that one, man. You've lost me already. I'm absolutely going to forewarn you when you clean the top of the shed. Some people have had leaves fall behind the shed. Don't worry, man. I'm not stupid. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. I'm raking away from the center when I'm away into the center when I'm picking stuff up. Like, don't worry, man. Don't worry, I got it. I've got the strategy. Kind of tempted to see like what the rake's like with some upgrades now, though. Admittedly, leaf stickiness. You'll boost that grip, man. That sweep radius, though. What's the sweep radius saying? I'm noticing absolutely. Well, no, I wouldn't say zero difference, but not quite as big of a difference as I was expecting. Excuse me. There he goes hard with the full upgrades. I can see it, man. I can see it. I kind of lost my train of thought now a little bit. So maybe I'm not above talking about the game. So we're going to continue raking the leaves into a little bit of a pile. There's a battle pass, dude. This game would go crazy. Do you know what would go even better on this game? It was like a battle pass with like microtransactions. That was so hard. Oh, beautiful. Lots and lots of leaves. So good. Now I get to pick them all up. I've been liking all the indie game vids. I was wondering if you have a favourite from the lot. I haven't posted the video on it yet, but I really, really like Tiny Auto Nights. I had the devs in chat as well. They said hello. And then I mentioned that like I had been emailing one of their developers who, like, I don't think he even realized that I'd like covered the demo, and like I've got like, you know, I had like 15 hours in the demo. And then they left. They didn't say another word. And I was like, okay, fair enough. You don't have to stay. That's probably like recently. There's quite a few that I really like. To the Core is like a planet mining simulator kind of game. And I really like that one. Nine Kings obviously was one that I was like really into. These are just like recently, I guess, off the top of the dome. And I say recently, I mean like in the last like 3-4 months. I did a video on the King of Time, yeah. I did a couple. I think I did a couple. Didn't do as many as I probably should have, but I had some like really good runs on that. This is what my room used to look like, man. Just trash bags everywhere. We're nearly done, man. Am I... Oh, wait. Sorry, I didn't... There we go. This is unbelievably... honestly... I don't know what it is, man. Like, there's something about, like, raking leaves or doing stuff with leaves does seem to resonate with people, myself included. Because I remember, like, I did one video on a game called Leaf Blower Revolution. And, I was still doing, like, League of Legends at the time. But for a time, and even sometimes, like, I think even, like, this year, somebody's come in and be like, are you ever going to do another video on, like, Leaf Blower Revolution? Which is just an idle game about blowing leaves off of your lawn and making money doing so. Which is crazy, but like I get it. I think that's the hardest thing to admit is that like I totally get it. But I don't really know why. Like what primordial part of my brain like tingles when like the idea of like doing a job in a video game comes to pass, but then I don't actually want to do it in real life. I don't know, man. It's a scary thought. I do love that game. It was a good game. It was a good game. It was a good game. Wow. Ooh. Have I got how many little I've got little connections? There's gonna be one in the birdhouse. No, there's not. I'm trying to think, like, was there a picture in this room of like the cats or the raccoons or the foxes or whatever particular animal they happen to be? Oh, there is. I don't know really what animal that is, to be honest with you, but they are very sneaky, and they're hiding in the vent. You ever look into Absalom? I feel like I recognize the name, but I don't know what it is. Can you bring me up to speed on like what it is? Did you try the new Heroes of Might and Magic? No, I tried the last game I played of the Heroes of Might and Magic was Heroes of Might and Magic 7, and holy hell, is it a difficult game, man? It's like you forget like how. This is something about video games I do miss, admittedly, but also like people are like games handhold you so much these days. Like it's a criminal how everything is yellow paint and like every tutorial is taught to you. But like I played Heroes of Might and Magic 7 very recently, and went into the game, and it told me nothing, and I was like, I was kind of like, you know, maybe they'll like at least tell me like what some of the hotkeys are. Nope. No, nothing like that. As it would turn out, which I'm sure we all remember if you're at my age, back when you used to have a thing called a video game manual that came with a game that you bought. And it basically told you everything you need to know about the setting of the game, the controls of the game, like mechanics of the game, and like generally speaking, it would give you tips and stuff as well. And pictures, lots of pictures. Woohoo. But like I was playing Heroes of Might and Magic 7 blind, and I was like, these like dragonflies are murdering me. I do not know how to like not die horribly against them. So like I had to like find the manual online because like the good old games version, like it came with the manual, which they do sometimes, but it like wasn't like working. The download wouldn't work, so I had to like go source my own. And then I got to get like a little bit of like, okay, I got some footing going, but it's still it's still like I didn't get off the tutorial island, man, and I was fighting for my life the entire time. It's a tough game, but like I think Heroes of Might and Magic love the entire concept of it, and I'd love to get into it, but also, I do appreciate that it's like for like a certain like type of person that I wish I was, but I don't think I am. Game Genie. I'm booting up Cheat Engine and like injecting hexadecimals into Heroes of the Mighty Magic 7 on Good Old Games, bro. I love those games. I like reading about the games and like you know, watching videos on the games, but it's playing them is like a different story, man. I think. And I get made fun of this at home by Pete all the time because she like I'll give some information about a Disney TV show or something random, and she'll be like, have you watched that show? And I'm like, no, I haven't. I just watched like a 6-hour video essay on it. And she's like, who needs to watch TV when you've got the TV guide, right? And I'm like, I don't know how to respond to that because that's kind of a good one, and I don't know. She's got me on that. She's got me good. And it's the same thing, man. Who needs to play a game when you got the like somebody let's playing it on YouTube, or like you can read like I don't know, a Wikipedia article for it, or like some kind of like I don't know, some write up on it. I don't know. When was the last time you played WoW? Shadowlands, I think. And then yeah, it was Dragonlance. That was a waste of time. So I actually kind of enjoyed Dragonlance, but then I just like logged off one day and then never came back. I don't really know what to say. Is this not the grill? I unlocked the grill, right? Where is that? Let's have a look here. That is not the grill. Okay, that's fine. Lovely. Ooh. Oh, hold on though. There's some satisfaction that can come from what we're looking at here. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I have a rip-roaring idea here. How much money have we got? 61 bucks. I'm honestly like rake build here. I know the leaf blower is like probably important, but like I'm sorry, but I'm going crazy on the rake right now. All in the pool. Yes, all in the pool, dude. You know exactly where I'm going with that one. Put it all in the pool. I guess I could blow some here. I should really just blow off the benches and stuff, right? I hope there is a drain down there, but if not, I'll just bag it up and send it out. You told me I would love this part. I have a feeling that I might. Oh, it's a nice like thing to blow off from as well. Get it all in there. Off you go. Oh, baby. Oh, mommy, daddy. Alright. Just blow it all into a corner. I assume it'll be right in the middle, yeah. I mean, we can't really afford it in there. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Turn up the game volume so it's realistic. Can't hear you unless shout. This is I don't know what it is with people. But dude, people that are using either leaf blowers or vacuum cleaners and they speak at regular volume as if anybody's ever gonna hear a word you have to say. That shit's crazy to me, man. But it happens more than you think. It's brave, honestly. Why are you blowing it in the pool? Because there's a drain down there, man. Sounds like every mum. That's a pretty mother-coded sentence, actually, yeah. Or like when your mother is like trying to call you through, but she's like speaking at regular volume, and you're like, how am I supposed to hear that? What are you? I'm not a bat, okay? You didn't birth a bat. I'm not gonna hear you, man. And then she gives you like the autism sample platter of like chicken nuggies and like ketchup, and then like chicken goujons, and you're like, yummy. Like fish fingers, chicken goujons, maybe potato waffles or like potato smileys. They're pretty good, man. Yep, the sample platter. Did you know what, man? Like as a child, like this is gonna sound really mean, but trust me, I'm going somewhere with it. When I was a kid, my brother was like, when I say like a kid, my brother's 9 years older than I am, right? So like he was probably like 20, and he had a friend called Eddie who was in his 30s, right? Which is like, I think probably fine, in all honesty. I was gonna say maybe it's a bit weird, but no, I think it's fine. And Eddie only ever ate, and I'm not kidding, every single meal that he would only ever eat one type of pizza, and he just had like 40 of them in his freezer and would eat them like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. When I was a kid, I thought that was like the most fucked up thing I'd ever heard in my entire life, and I was like, how could you even live like that? And now as an adult, I'm like, who may or may not be neurodivergent, I'm like, I fucking get it, actually. Like, I imagine like it just being, I mean, to be fair, I have done that, and I could do that, but like imagine being like so happy with like this one specific thing, provided it's not like expensive, that you're like, you never have to worry ever again about like what you're gonna be eating for dinner, man. It sounds blissful, man. It sounds like there's so much more time for studies, or like so much more time for like the arcane arts or something, man. Like you open up an entire extra like probably like 8 hours a week or something, man, of time that just could be spent like doing whatever you want to do. Possibly even more, actually. You may, over the course of like 2 weeks, you may actually save like an entire day's worth of time that is not like food prep or cooking, you know? For me, an easy meal tastes better. Yeah, I think it's like, it's important to know where you came from, man. I'm not even joking. Like, there was like, I was looking at the Sainsbury's app on Uber Eats, and Bee's little brother was coming over with her sister. Now, her sister is like gluten intolerant or whatever, so like I didn't really get it for her. I got it for me. But there was a deal on like one of my favorite, and Bee's favorite, like, you know, easy oven pizzas that was like $2, £2 for a pizza, and I fucking bought like 8 of them. And I was like, this will do me for a while. So I was like, I'll get pizza for a little brother and stuff like that, and then pizza for us. But then there's gonna be 5 more left over, and you know we gotta do something about that. So I guess I could. They're all gone now, but it was worth it, man. $16 for like 8 pizzas is like crazy behavior, man. You don't. It's not on the deal anymore. I should have. My biggest regret is I didn't buy more. I should have spent like $100 on pizza and then put it all in deep freezer storage, and then just like think like I would have had like a month of meals that were just there waiting for me, man. You know what? I'm just gonna pick it up because you're kind of pissing me off, actually. These little leaves are annoying. It's the funniest thing. Mothers always think we hear them across multiple rooms, so they get angry if they think we can't hear us. I've definitely like heard like, "Are you ignoring me?" from my mother, when like I haven't actually really heard a word she said. I know that there's like a noise coming from another room, but you obviously like, you kind of like, no disrespect to the mothers out there, but you kind of phase it out as a teenage boy. You're like, I don't know, she's probably not talking to me. Like, what does she have to consult me about? Like, I don't have any sway in the political escapades of this particular household, man. I'm just here. I'm not even paying bills at this point, man. I'm just fucking out here, dude. My cousin would eat nothing but peanut butter sandwiches. I can't wait, dude. Like, I am... This is like 2 different stories. I'm combining into one story for the sake of like this statement. My mother brought me a bread maker as like a hint, like a couple years ago, and very recently like decided to like get some use out of it, and she made like focaccia bread within it, and we dipped it in camembert, and it was very nice when we ate it with my mum and brother like last week. But it has got me thinking, because she got it because I had been mentioning that like I loved it when my mother made homemade bread, and that is true. Homemade bread goes insanely raw, like no doubt about it. And then the squirrels have returned, or a squirrel has returned. I have gotten so good at climbing into my attic and catching the squirrel, and the last couple of times I've been in the attic with it, it has stopped, looked at me, and we've kind of like locked eyes, and then I've gone and then like shouted at it, and then it's ran away. But I bought traps to like get rid of it on Amazon that I'm waiting to come in right now. Oh wait, hold on, actually let me just pick these up normally. And part of like the reason I was kind of excited about it was I was like, oh, I'll need to get peanut butter to bake the traps, but if we're making homemade bread, then I can have like a homemade peanut butter bread sandwich situation here, man. That sounds incredible. But I don't know if that's gonna come to fruition yet. We don't know, but I'm not looking forward to having to get rid of this squirrel, frankly. But also, I can't afford to get a guy out to get rid of them every single time, because like the last squirrel guy that I had, he was like, he charged by the squirrel, man. And I was like, fuck, this is crazy, dude. It's like hundreds of pounds on trying to get rid of a squirrel in an attic, man. I hate it, dude. I don't want to do it anymore. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to take matters into my own hands. They're very disruptive animals. So I was like, you know what, I'll buy some traps online for like $12, and then they'll be evergreen. I can use them whenever I want. Well, not for like pleasure or like purely business, I suppose. Squirrels classify as rodents. They do, yeah. They're super duper territorial and also super duper biting and scratching through everything they can. Like they can bite through like metal as well, I'm pretty sure. Like soft metals. £60 for 8 pieces is diabolical. What do you mean £60? 16. 16. 16 pounds for 8 pieces is insane. That's like the deal of the century, man. 60? I wouldn't be caught dead paying $60 for 8 pieces. Not even like takeaway pieces, man. Oh my god, I preemptively fell in. Ooh, so many leaves. Because they're cute, they make for pets. Dude, you are out of your mind. The squirrels around these ends are evil, dude. I've literally like scared them off or whatever. Like we got the part of the house that they were getting into like boarded up, I guess. And like I'm not kidding, the squirrels were on the patio furniture in the garden staring at the cats, and they like came onto the windowsill and just stared through the glass at the cats. The cats were losing their fucking minds, by the way, but the squirrels were just staring like, what are you gonna do about it, man? What are you gonna do about it? And you know what? The answer is fucking nothing, man. Absolutely nothing. $60 for 8 full-size pieces is a really good deal too, though. Maybe if you're like buying it from like Domino's or something, man. But like if you're buying like oven pizza that you put in for like 20 minutes, I think that's like a really, really bad deal. I don't know like how America works though, admittedly, because like I genuinely don't understand how any of the shit that you make or do is priced, frankly. Because like I went into like a Target I've been to America very few times, like twice. And I went into a Target in Cary, North Carolina, and it was like $1.12 for like a gallon of ice cream. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, how is this even possible, man? Like, this shit doesn't make any sense. But then you like look, and then it's like $28 for like a dozen eggs, and you're like, okay, this is where the seesaw balancing act starts to like recalibrate a little bit. Because like some shit just makes no sense. It's like unfathomably cheap, and I'm like, this has to like kill you immediately. This is like the 50-50 ice cream that either blinds you or tastes good or something. Something's very wrong, man, and I don't know what it is. Skip it all up. I can still repair it, even though I don't have the fucking money. I don't have the money. Oh no, I'm gonna have to pick it up until I have enough. That's so disappointing. I didn't realize it'd be $15, man. That's a shame. It's okay. Raccoons are pretty cute, but like you have to put that aside when you realize like what they do, like and like how. I mean, I guess dangerous as well. Yeah, like they can be dangerous. Like not like life-threateningly dangerous, but like they can scratch and give you like you have to go get a shot or something at the hospital. 3 bags should suffice. I would hope so. Yeah, $2 a bag seems about right. Let's go get this sword, shall we? Kobe. 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 You when I'm playing Counter-Strike? Gobi. Kobe. Oh, we only needed 2. Okay. Now, where am I? $15. Okay, we got it. We're not done yet though. Get it all raked up. Onto one singular spot. Where is it? I've lost it. Right there. You have to chill-proof your house, but they're so intelligent. I can teach you. You get me things, and it'll do it. But raccoons, just like make friends with a crow, man. You don't have to make friends with like a bigger animal. Just like teach a raven or a crow or something to like steal money from people's wallets, and you'll give it a seed, and it'll probably go do it. It's legal to own raccoons in Pennsylvania. Is it? You just have to get it from a certified breeder. To be honest with you, man, like I feel like having animals like that like comes with a price, and I don't even know if it's the one worth paying. Because like if you are out walking your raccoon, right, even if it's legal and you got it from like a certified like raccoon breeder, like do you really want to have to every time you walk your raccoon have to like explain to like someone in law enforcement that like no, I'm actually allowed to have this animal, believe it or not. All right, okay, we're gonna repair it if I can find it, and then let's see what we get here. I need to, where is it? Where are you? There we are. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go. $100 immediately. Oh, $100 straight up, man. Wow, 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 wow. We unlocked the greenhouse. Huge. Can't be pushing leaves down a pool drain and calling that cleaning. I don't make the rules, man. Sorry. Welcome to the greenhouse. Can I, you know what, man? I guess we have, power. Get one of each. Yeah, those will do. Just blow this about a bit. Whoa, 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 that's my fault. You know what? I mean, honestly, I'm sitting here thinking, like, actually raking is probably better. That's $20, man. I can't afford that. I also believe it's illegal to own ravens and crows around here. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't exactly necessarily consider it like a ownership. Like, I wouldn't if I had a crow that did crime for me, I would consider it a partnership as opposed to like an ownership. I'd be like, I don't own you, you don't own me, but we're in a mutually beneficial relationship here. Like we're symbiotic in a way. You give me £10 and I give you a seed, but like to you, you don't care about the currency. You don't care about fiat currency. You don't even care about cryptocurrency, bro. You don't know nothing about the blockchain. You know. The only block you care about is a block of seeds, bro. Do you know? Anyway, crows have the intelligence of a 7-year-old. They're scary. I don't know if they're like scary. I guess like what Edgar Allan Poe motherfuckers be like, but ooh, there's pumpkins. Is there like a bin here? Cause I gotta. Oh brother, the shoe is fine. The coins dropped. I guess I just picked these up. Realizing this actually might take a while. There's a vent over there. But how much money do I need for it? $25. Holy moly. What's your favorite shitcoin? I feel like I still have to go with like a classic, like the Hawk coin, like Hawk Tua coin. I think there's just something like so incredible about her story, you know? And the fallout of the thing. It's like a genuine cracker, man. Don't say hot coin. It's too late, man. You're on a delay. I've already said it. But like, what's wrong with that as a coin? Like, not as a coin. Obviously, there's a lot of things wrong with that as a coin. I mean, like, what's wrong with it as a answer? Because like, it is incredible. It was an incredible story. Like, genuinely, somebody who doesn't know the first idea about anything that is going on, man, doing something like that is, but all she does is like post AI generated images of like her riding like an eagle or something. It's just like insane work, man. It's unbelievable work. I'm a huge fan. I wish I could be that good. I wish I could be that good, man. It makes you want to rug pull somebody just to see what people would say about it, dude. Like, I'm not kidding, dude. I'm on Twitter on an alt account tweeting at Grok. How do I make altcoin? I'm so ready for it, man. I want people to be like, well, he's always warned us that he would rug pull, and then he rug pulled. So what do you have to say about that? I'm like, I did say if you ever invested money in a coin with my name on it, I would take your money. And you did it anyway. I typed it before you said it, read the chat. No, I caught it come in when it came in. Thing is, man, I'd be happy to get rich scamming other people. I think it'd have to be like with people that have the money to lose. I think that's like the worst part about it. Now, admittedly, once again, we cannot humanize the people that lost money in hot coin. Okay, that's the wrong thing to do. For people that like don't know how cryptocurrency works, I would say first of all, keep it that way. Second of all, I'm going to explain to you why all of these rug pulls, there's not really victims. There's just idiots, and that's the way it goes. And it's sad to say, but it is true. So like, this isn't like just a regular website where you can like, you know, put your credit card in and then all of a sudden you have a Bitcoin. Because like, there's websites that let you do that, like Coinbase or whatever the hell, right? However, this isn't even on like the same blockchain, bro. This is on like the Solana blockchain, which has never really had anything good going for it apart from the coin itself, Solana. That's the only thing I think is valuable that's ever come from it. Everything is like, wait, and to be fair, getting Solana is like you have to be like somewhat embedded within the community to get one. You know, you have to go to like swap sites and stuff like that that can give you Solana for your Bitcoin and all that kind of stuff. And then even from there, then you have to go to like a website that's basically just I mean, I don't know what it is because it's literally illegal. You can't go on it in the UK anymore, and I'm certainly not going to fire up a VPN to look at what it's saying these days. Like a website called Pump Fund that then like has like 300 coins made a minute, and it's all flashing lights and like charts and people like streaming on it and all this kind of stuff. And then you have to like go to a swap thing and then turn your Solana into that. So there's like a bajillion extra steps for like any retail trader to go through that is like they are not going to do it unless it's somebody else doing it for them. Hey Ross, can you try and sink a leaf bag from? I've already done it. I did it like in the first area. So these people are like embedded enough, I would say, in the community that they call home that have like no sympathy for that situation, and and it's a shame. But also, you know what I mean? It's not illegal. Well, I mean, it's like not you're not allowed to go in the UK. Like it's blocked on like my ISP. So I would occasionally go on it and just like look at what was happening. So it is an interesting like thing of like holy crap, man. Like this is like this might be like the most degenerate place ever. Because it is gambling, but it's like gambling in like I think it's like more embarrassing to be on Pumped Up Fun than to be like, yeah, I just spent like 15 hours straight playing slot machine. I think like I'd rather say that than be like, yeah, I just spent like 10 minutes day trading cryptocurrencies on Pump Fun, man. To be fair, respect to the guy that made it, man. He must be a billionaire at this point. He's the true winner of the whole situation. Like, and it's that's exactly the kind of thing that I'd run, man. Like you scam people who you don't have to sympathize for, because they've got obviously they got money they want to lose. I don't think I've ever had somebody call me Rossi Chan before. Oh wait, you mean like Chan as in like Ni Chan or Oni Chan, not like Rossi Chan as in like Jackie Chan. I was like, are you? Are you? I'm not Chinese. I'm not. I think deep down in my heart, I think I might be a little Chinese, but I don't think I am. So. I think I'm at least like 6% Chinese, like spiritually. I love Ji Hui Huao Piao Piao. Woman Bo Yo Young is a good song, man. Like I memorized phonetically the John Cena bit with Zhao Shanghai Zhongguo Shinzai Wu You Bing Chilling. I think that's like at least like 5% Chinese. Give me the blower out. Get it in the hole. That was a well sentence to enter into. I'm not. The thing is, I'm not seeing anybody disputing it in the chat. I think so. That means that like everybody thinks that I'm at least like 5% Chinese, which is pretty cool. So I'm glad to have that. I'm glad we're in agreement. It's intellectual gambling. What, the crypto rug pull stuff? It's definitely not, because like it's literally like a 17-year-old that probably made it, and he's just deciding when to rug everybody. So I'd hardly say that it's like intellectual, and like you kind of live and die on whether or not that person feels particularly chaotic that day. See, Adam in the chat says "Woman Boy You Young" goes raw. It's an incredible song. Woman Boy You Young. When I was playing Digimon Worlds, that was a very, very long day of playing Digimon, and I listened to Red Sun in the Sky. I listened to that the entire tournament on repeat because I was like, this song is keeping me alive right now, and it like worked. And I told my friend, I was like, this song is like the ultimate like stimulant to stay awake for card tournaments, and he used it at a different tournament. He was listening to it the whole time, man, and he said it did well. He didn't do well in the tournament, but he said it worked. Genghis Khan quite possibly cream pied your great grandmother, quite possibly, man. But would that not? Well, I mean, I don't really know what the relation between like Mongolia and Chinese are, but there's probably some kind of like common ancestry at some point. They're kind of close to each other, I guess. So I don't know. So very possibly, man. Who knows? Spitting some facts, man. You are at least 5% Chinese. Thank you. I love that, like, at a point, people just stop fighting me on it. They're just like, yeah, whatever, that you're 5% Chinese, sure. Yeah, that's fine. And I'm just like, yeah, man, exactly, thank you. I'm glad we're in agreement. Yeah, 128 is pretty high. Strength plus 10%. What are we missing? Oh wait, we gotta go into the greenhouse. That makes sense. Only cream pied? I think so. Don't forget to buy every upgrade before visiting the secret room. Okay. I can do that. You know what? What am I doing, man? Blow it all. I don't really see myself getting this out the door, so we'll just do this the old-fashioned way, I suppose. I'm praying that it doesn't take that long. You definitely have the qualities of a Chinese man. I don't know what those qualities are, but you definitely have them. Thank you. Or should I say, xie. What about Chinese for you there? The thing is, I would have no trouble believing it, except Ross has the classic North Scandinavian build. What the heck? I don't even know what that is. Is that a cryptid type, man? Like, what are we saying here? I don't know what this... I don't think I'm on the getting cancelled any percent speedrun, because, like, if anybody was going to try to cancel me, they'd have to, like, categorically prove that I'm not 5% Chinese, which I think would be too funny to take seriously. Like, somebody comes to my house, steals, like, a hanky or something from my garbage, and then, like, takes a 23andMe to find out indisputably that I'm not 5% Chinese. Like, who's really gonna look at that Google Doc and be like, yeah, man, that's so for real, dude. Get his ass. I just don't know what part of me is 5% Chinese, man. Yeah. I'll just say my kit's delayed, yeah. To be honest with you, I don't really, like, want to, like, put... I don't know. I don't want to have... Sounds like I'm going to do, like, a crime, but, like... I don't know, man. There's just something about, like, having your DNA on record, man. I'm like, damn. That's scary. What if they use it to commit a crime... Like, to do a crime I didn't commit or something? I don't know. I promise you, I'm not going to be doing a crime. Maybe like a little breaking and entering or something or trespassing or something in my future, but like probably nothing beyond that. It's fun and exciting. Yeah, for you, but like no one else, man. I guess that's the thing. I'm not that interested in it, but like I know that people like love doing it because it like helps them find themselves probably. Whereas like, and they obviously like love telling other people what their results were, but like there's not one single person that has ever cared about hearing this shit. That's really mean and sad to say, but also very true and real. You're just terrified to find out you might not be Scottish. I'm not 100% Scottish. I know that for like a genuine bona fide fact. I think like my great grandfather was from Yorkshire or something like that. So like I have like some bit of English in me. Clean up all the leaves. Adam, tell me when you're back. You said you'd be happy enough to get rich off scamming people on crypto. Yeah, people that deserve it. Not like people that like don't deserve it, man. But also that has nothing to do with DNA. That's a digital fingerprint, right? Which has already been compromised, I think, in my regard. They're gonna see that like I pirated like Men in Black 3 like 27 months ago or something like that, but and then it's over for me. I'm gonna get like fined $250,000 and declare bankruptcy. Okay. Let's put our leaves in. Buy all tool upgrades. Pog champ. We've done it! And then the secret room must be down here. unlock the secret room, and then there will be, the twist. All the foxes are down here, or whatever animal they're supposed to be. I can't remember. You're back. I said, wait, what did I say? Oh yeah, I said to you, Adam, before you got an ad. I said that I'm not 100% Scottish. I think my great grandfather or something, maybe like one less great than that, was from Yorkshire. So I'm unfortunately part English. I've been tainted. I'm a mudblood man. Oh, bro, not squirrels. It's not squirrels, is it? That's a decent amount of that's a decent amount of achievements, I gotta say. 5,000th in the world? 8,000th in the world. Where did I read 5,000th? I don't know where I read that number. Well, thank you very much for watching Leave It Alone. I do wonder what the full game is going to be, because this was just a demo. No, wait, did I pay for this? Wait, is it? Wait, hold on. Is this a demo or did I pay for it? Let me check. I paid for this game. Never mind. Yeah, this is the full game now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful one. Take care. I'll see you all next time. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see a little bit more indie games you may not have heard of. And also, give the video a like. Greatly appreciate it. Have a great day. See ya.